Hello and welcome back to our family's Minecraft survival world. And it's nighttime, and normally I'd be super scared, but if you're just joining, where's all my stuff? You'll notice we got some infrastructure already set up here. I think I know where I put my stuff. So nighttime's not so scary anymore. Where? Oh, yes, there's my shulker box. So we've been doing this world. This is what, 28th episode by now?
Yeah.
And there's other things that we want to work on, other games that we want to stream, etc. So we figured we would do a finale kind of world tour episode, just to show everybody who's been watching all along what we've been up to. And, you know, just if you haven't been watching, this will give you an idea of what's possible in Minecraft Bedrock in a short time. Because honestly, we haven't been in this world all that long, right? I'm just kind of getting my stuff together. I have a certain spot for all my inventory items. And, you know, I forget where that is most of the time. Bear with me 1 second. Just like to have everything in a certain spot. Okay, so we'll take this guy, put it there. All right. I think we're good now. And I might as well take the shulker box. So the only reason I didn't have all my stuff is because Katie played as my profile once. So, yeah. All right. So where do we want to start on our world tour? Let's start here. This is where we started. Our spawn point was literally in those trees up there. You can get that birch tree right there. Actually,
That's where we spawned.
yeah. Right around there. That's world spawn. And we decided, we took down some trees, obviously, as one does when you start, and decided, hey, let's build by the beach. We have water access for exploring. Plenty of trees. And yeah, that's just what we wanted to do. So we built this modest house over here, and we've only built up the house a little bit since, right? It was always kind of built into the side of the hill.
And we worked on the appearance of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was all wood at one point, because that's what we had. And then later on we decided let's upgrade to stone brick for, creeper protection and such. But in here, I mean, basically, what's the first thing you do? You get a little bit of food. You build a temporary shelter for the nighttime. We didn't have beds or anything, so you start digging down, and that's it.
And you killed Michelle at one point in the first one.
I did.
Yeah, because it wasn't you didn't know, but the creeper saw you. It blew up, and then it killed Michelle.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, I don't really die by creepers for some reason, even if they blow up right next to me. So we dug down, and this was our first branch mine. And really what we used this for was iron.
Iron and other resources.
Coal, yeah, a little bit of coal to cook the iron. But our big goal was let's get some iron and get enough to have, a handful of hoppers, maybe half a stack of hoppers for some farms. Because we want to get some farms up. And there's no item collection without hoppers, right? So plus our, starter iron tools and armor. So we had a bunch of sessions mining in here, but not just branch mining. We also did a lot of caving, which you saw this iron door up here. This was basically the first cave oh my goodness. This was the first cave we stumbled on. Right in this way. And Doesn't look like much now, but trust me, with just stone tools and armor, it is a little scary. But anyway, so what was our first farm that we did? Do you remember?
Don't remember actually.
I have an idea what it was. Because once we started going...
Yes, it was the fish farm.
Yes, there you go. We wanted some better gear, obviously. Fishing poles, and get a decent enough fishing pole, and get some enchanted bows. And also, enchanted books to put on stuff. So, fish farm. Now, Bedrock, you can't really... you can set up like an automatic fish farm if you have like an auto clicker or rig your controller somehow. By the way, we're playing on Xbox. But this is the next best thing. And I'll show you a little bit how it works. We just have this chest waterlogged, a couple signs here. The water flows into this little square that's walled off by these trapdoors. You put a fish in there and it counts as a lake. Don't ask me how. It does. Why don't you demonstrate it, Katie? Do you have your fishing pole?
No, I don't.
Here, use this one.
Okay.
So, no, that didn't work. You remember where you're supposed to aim? There it is.
Right there.
All right, so basically you aim right here at the top of this sign, and the bobber will perfectly float out of the chest. And the best thing about it is if a fish catches on, which it always does, then the bobber sinks, but the item falls down and gets collected through this hopper minecart, through the lava. And then there's obviously a hopper there. Oh, did you just pass it back to me?
Yeah. And then there's a chest full of stuff.
Yeah. And this was a very basic starter farm. And as you can see, it doesn't take much to put together. Some wood, a bucket of lava, which is a little tricky, but you know, when you're mining, you eventually come across lava lakes, so not that bad. And I have to say this farm was inspired by a YouTuber named Oink Oink. So if you're curious how to make it, I would look him up. Oink Oink. Anyway, what was our next farm?
Next farm
Yep.
was most likely the iron farm.
No, not yet. Actually, there's a couple things we did first. We did, we went to the
Did we do
Nether.
the village first?
Went to the Nether, which
Oh yeah,
is
that's right.
there's
We
our
went toward the Nether.
fancy Nether portal.
Outside.
Oh, and by the way, oops, I fell in this hole. Green swirly. This farm specifically won't work in Java, but there are.
That's sad.
Yeah, fish farms used to be OP in Java, and as of I think 1.19, they changed the rules about how quickly you get fish bites, I think, and so the fish farms of old where you could just, you know, put the auto clicker on and leave it overnight, that doesn't work anymore.
Are we gonna show them the sheep farm?
Yes, that was our next farm. And this works in Java as well, and it's one of the most simple farms you can make. In terms of efficiency, it's ridiculous how much wool you get from this simple farm. So each sheep...
Look, show them the chest and then the chest.
Yeah. So this hopper minecart goes underneath all of the sheep stalls and collects the wool as it's shorn off. I guess that's how you say that. And it doesn't look like we have much, but it's because we've been making like hundreds of beds doing some ancient debris mining. Yeah, and we'll show you that mine also, but...
Oh, we didn't show them the diamond mine.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yes.
This is simple. I mean, you've got a... Here, I'll just break this block and show you what we're working with. You've got an observer looking at the block that the sheep is standing on. And then every time the grass grows back in the spot, they eat it. They grow their wool back when they eat the grass, but also the observer recognizes the state change in the block, powers the grass block behind it, which powers the redstone dust, which powers the dispenser, which is loaded with shears. The dispenser shears the sheep, and the minecart with the hopper collects it underneath. Simple design.
Minecraft.
Yep. Minecraft. So let me put that back. Yeah. And I mean, you can just set this up with 3 or 4 stalls, and in a couple Minecraft days, you know, like 20, 30 minutes, you could fill up a single chest. Easy. Crazy good farm. And we also, like I said, we went to the Nether around the same time we made that farm, just to kind of explore a little bit. We'll show you the Nether in a minute because we made some paths from there based on where we were trying to go from there. So, all right. What was the next thing you mentioned?
The diamond mine or the iron farm?
Let's talk about the diamond mine before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
Yay! Because I'm excited to share that one.
Yes. Let's get it.
Cheers.
Well,
Why you glitched in the bed?
it used to be a lot better design as far as the diamond mine goes. Like we had branch mining just like you saw in the iron farm. But
yeah. But you know what? We'll get to that part in a second. Let's just go down and look at what happened.
So we dug all the way down to level, I don't even remember, negative 55, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. And this was the entrance right here to our diamond mine. And you can see we had some branches set up to do branch mining. But then you'll
would you care
notice,
to explain what happened?
yeah, it opens up quite a bit. We didn't dig all this out. We fought a wither down here. Yeah. You should check out that episode if you haven't seen it, because it was crazy. But basically, we dug down all the way down the end. Actually, I don't know why I'm walking. And this is where I put the wither. I think right in the space. And he blew up all of this area while we fought.
He was just so mad. He just...
And we did find a bunch of diamond too while he did that, so it worked out. But also, some of us died.
Yeah, I died. Me and Michelle died, so...
Yeah.
All hail the survivor.
I wasn't gonna say who, but that's okay. So that's our diamond mine. And another useful part of it is you can see the obsidian over here. This is where we started getting lava. And
Oh, it connected?
no, not to what you're thinking of. There's a bigger lava lake that we found. We'll show you that in a moment, but I'll show you what we used it for as well. But anyway, that's diamond mine. Or what's left of it.
Yeah. You just really blew up that area.
Back up the stairs. Oh, here's something we didn't use. Assuming it's still around here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right where we turned.
Yeah, I think I know where you're talking. Yep.
It's a spider spawner. We found it. We put a torch in here. I considered, you know, making a farm out of it eventually. Just didn't really get around to it. But to be honest, we didn't need string all that much. I think the only useful thing we could have gotten out of there is spider eyes if we wanted to make potions of weakness. Potions of weakness is like a key to curing zombie villagers. And if you're doing that in mass, you really need a spider farm for the eyes. But I'll show you why that wasn't really a concern in a bit when we look at our village. So, all right, we did some diamond mining. We did some iron mining. So we had enough basic resources to get some permanent resource farms going. And the first one I wanted to do, my first priority was an iron farm.
Mm-hmm.
Because with a steady supply of iron, we could make anything else we needed. And so this is the iron farm just this way. And as you can see, it's always working. As long as we're in the area, it's always making iron. And I mean, we must have gone through 2, 3, or 4 double chests filled with iron over the course of this world, just making different farms and such. So it's a pretty simple design. Let me fly up overhead a little. So in this box, inside the box, is 20 villagers. They all have 20 beds. Trying to think of
so they don't have to fight over beds.
Yeah, well, they don't actually ever sleep. So these are the beds. They're all underneath where the villagers sit. They can't sleep, but they're there to establish that as a village. And they have 20 workstations all around the outside, as you can see. As long as they're working, then they will spawn golems. And with 20 villagers, we can spawn 2 golems at a time. And this section right here is where the golems spawn. It's not a big section, but they both spawn, and the water pushes them toward this little lava block, which eventually kills them, and the iron goes down into the hopper, and yeah, you can figure out what happens to the rest. So it's pretty simple design, but the pain of it is... Oh, are you sleeping?
Yeah, sleepy. I'm tired.
Hey, let's go somewhere else and sleep. There was a zombie about to kill you,
Why?
and I took him out. Just because the bed so close to the village is going to make them try to spawn another villager. Don't really want that right now.
Don't care to have that either.
All right, that seemed like it took a long time to turn it into daytime. So that was the iron farm, and I did that over a couple episodes because building it is one thing. It's not that difficult to put together. As you can see, there's not a lot of materials, and I made it out of polished diorite. Looks pretty nice. But getting 20 villagers is a whole different story. So what we did, do you remember where the village was that we found them? Oh, there's a golem dying right now, actually. I do. I remember where it was.
I don't actually remember.
You see that mountain over there in the distance?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna zoom in.
Shoot towards it.
You can't see it, but just over that mountain is a village. Actually, why don't we take a trip? You want to fly over?
Sure.
Thought I heard my cat making noise. Ah, you can see it just over the horizon. So this, when we explored the immediate area, this is the first village we found. And there's probably nobody here anymore. Maybe there is.
Maybe like a few villagers.
But imagine transporting 2 villagers from here all the way back down to where we were in a boat. There's no water here, so you can imagine that probably took a long time.
Kind of hard.
Yeah. So getting 2 villagers over there was the hardest part. But once I had them in the little area and I fed them some food, they would breed, and they'll breed enough to match the amount of beds that they're around. So 20 beds meant that they bred enough so that there'd be 20 villagers. And it's just a waiting game from there. You just wait until they all grow up. Make sure there's no nitwits with the green shirts. Just making sure I don't have a green shirt. Is that a shirt? No, that's my body. I promise I'm not a nitwit. Then
I have a purple shirt on.
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. But once they're all grown up and working, golems will start spawning. So that was the tricky part. And that's bedrock. requirement in Java, they spawn differently. Basically, as long as you have one villager and a zombie threat, then I think he can spawn a golem. As long as he has a workstation and a bed and can see a zombie, then he'll spawn golems. And they spawn way faster in Java. So lucky you guys, whoever plays on Java. All right, let's go show them the lava lake. This way. No, this is not the right way.
You know what? Just go back to the house and then look for you know what.
Oh yeah, see? You know the right way to go.
Not
So,
really, but...
You'll see behind our house, right here, giant portal, and you might be wondering, what the heck is that for? Well,
Found it.
I will tell you in a moment. But suffice it to say, it requires a decent amount of lava, or at least a little bit of lava, and a very big amount of obsidian. So that's where we come to this giant dirt stick, essentially, sticking out of the ground. This is where we found a giant lava lake, which is where we got the lava and the obsidian for that giant portal project. So let me just take a trip down here, down memory lane. Am I all the way down? Yeah, I think so. Yep, here we go. So this was all lava at one point, and we cleared out most of it for the obsidian that we needed. Still lots of obsidian here to collect if we wanted. Yeah, this was a pretty decent sized lava lake. And it's a pretty big cave system too. We haven't really explored all the way through it. But we didn't really need to. We just came here for the lava, and once we got what we needed, we just took off. So let's go show them the farm. Oh man, wish there was an easier way to get back up. Instead of going all the way up the stairs.
Yeah, and you have to jump.
Yep. I wonder if I could try to fly. Woo! That worked better than I thought.
Oh, well, I'm gonna die.
Let's try again. Oh!
I can't.
Alright, one more time. Should get all the way up at this point. Alright, here we go. Oh.
I'm going the long way.
Come on. Wow. That worked out really well.
Not for me.
I'll wait. I'll wait for you to come up the stairs the old-fashioned way. There you are. All right. Let's make our way back to the base. Actually, you see that big thing in the sky? We'll fly that way, and then you'll find it pretty easily.
Yep.
All right. This brings us to our most... is it our most complicated build so far? Pretty close.
What is?
This zombie Piglin farm. Yeah, I'd say this might be our most complicated one. So let's show this farm in action, right?
Alright.
So we hit this lever. You'll see the portal starts flipping on and off very quickly. And then we hit this lever. And you'll see they all just go and die. And we can stand here and collect the experience. And everything gets collected down underneath through hopper minecarts. You can kind of see them through here. Well, actually, one hopper minecart, 2 hoppers below, and it goes into this chest, but that's not where it stays. As you can see, the items are moving somewhere else. So this is really a 2-part farm. This top part that you see, everything that you see, was 1 or 2 whole episodes, I think. But then it came to be too much for this little double chest here in terms of storage. So below, and this is how you get to it through that iron door over there, but below is a whole item filter storage system that stores all of the items that you get out of here. And really the only items that you get that are worth anything is gold ingots, gold nuggets, and rotten flesh. The rest that you get is basically swords, and you get a lot of swords. They pretty much always drop their sword. It's really annoying. And you can disenchant the swords if you want, and then smelt them in a furnace. Too much work for a gold nugget, so I just ditched the swords. Basically, there's a dropper right here. All the items go through this item filter up there, and if it's not flesh, ingots, or nuggets, it just gets dumped from this dispenser. Why do I have a dispenser there? It really doesn't have to be a dispenser. I think it's actually a dropper. But why does it say dispenser? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I put a dropper, but whatever. Yeah, looks like a dropper to me. I don't know. It's fine. Then you can turn it off with the switch.
Hey, Daddy, there's a dog trying to get the sheep again.
Yeah, that'll happen. You know, we haven't had a dog this whole time. Do you have a bone?
There's bones in the chest. You can go get them.
Yeah, go get a bone. He can be our pet for the rest of the episode.
Yay.
Also, I apologize for the noise from this farm. It's super loud.
Oh my god, it's so loud.
And turn it off. All right, so while she's going to get a bone and making him a pet, I'm going to fly up and kind of show you what's going on mechanically with this farm. Maybe not a full explanation, but at least an abbreviated one. So, the magic of this farm is that when a portal lights, there's a small chance for a zombie piglin to spawn from one of those portal blocks. So with one of those portals down there, which is only, what, 2 by 3 portal blocks, you know, you get a small chance for each one. It's still very small that one will spawn, and only when it's lit, or periodically throughout, throughout the game. But especially when it's lit, it does that calculation. So maximizing those rates means making the biggest portal you physically can, which I have here, 22 by 22 blocks, and then lighting and unlighting, is that a word? Lighting and extinguishing, there we go, the portal rapidly. So that basically it spawns a piglin every time it lights, almost every time. And sometimes more than one. How do you light the portal? Fire spread is the easiest way. You could do a dispenser with, what do you call those? Flint and steel. Set that up on like a redstone clock. You could, but fire spread is a lot easier because you don't burn through flint and steel. You'd have to replace those all the time. And so these never burn away. These doors, it's just lava behind these doors. The doors catch on fire and light the portal. That's it. The only reason it's not lighting now is because this piston is blocking it. So, and how do you extinguish the portal? We've got this dispenser set up. One's got a bucket of snow and one's got an empty bucket. And basically they just pass the snow back and forth, and that's enough to shut off the portal. So this whole circuit, basically when you activate it down there, it turns on both of these pistons, which activates this, it powers this redstone clock. I guess you could call it this repeater clock. Powers this, and the signal goes around and around super fast, powering both of these dispensers to swap the snow back and forth. Yeah. Pretty much it. actually, it's not as complicated as it sounded. The piglin spawn on only one side of the portal ever. So you just put your little catch mechanism. I've just got this glass block catch trap thing, and some water flowing to the center, and then down into the Trident Killer. This is a basic Trident Killer design. I just can't tell you, I can't really tell you who came up with it because there's been so many people coming up with Trident Killer designs. This was like pieces from many of them. But basically it's just 4 pistons and a trident. The pistons push the trident around and the moving trident kills whatever mobs are in there, including yourself. If you were to jump in there without collecting the trident, you'd probably take some damage. It's just some observers facing these powered rails. The redstone signal travels all around, activating the pistons in sequence, yada yada. Minecraft hoppers underneath to collect. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I will say, I'll give some credits to some people. The concept of the zombie piglin farm, I think, came from... I better not say if I don't know, but I'll put it in the comments. I think I know who it is. I just can't remember what their YouTube name is. I apologize, and I'll put it in the comments. I adapted his design. This unlighting mechanism came from Oink Oink, I think. And the item filtration system is the simple item filtration system that's been around forever. It's just
now I can use Fastgo Zoom.
Huh? Oh!
So now I can use Fastgo Zoom.
Yeah. We've both got these Riptide Tridents, so when it rains, we kind of celebrate. Alright, if you guys have any questions right now about this piglin spawner, just let me know in chat. But if you Google zombie piglin farm or gold farm bedrock, you'll find a lot of similar designs. Not this one exactly, because like I said, I've kind of... Oh, good. I'm glad you thought I did. So, at times I felt like I was rambling. But that's the piglin farm. And we made that because, you know, we've got this enchanting setup. We didn't have... This wasn't anything fancy. We just got the cows over there that we would breed and periodically... harvest. That's a nice way of saying that.
And used her milk.
We didn't really use much milk, but we did breed up the cows a lot for the leather and the steak.
Doggy.
In the meantime,
we got Doggy.
And then this sugar crop on the beach. It used to be, yeah, I'll show you. It used to be all along the edge of the water, basically everywhere, and it kind of looked ugly. But now we just got this little crop here. But you need 45 books to make 15 bookshelves, which is the most, or which is the maximum enchantment level for the enchanting table. That's a good tip. 45 books means 45 leather and what, 135 sugarcane for paper. So if you want to get a quick enchanting setup, that's how you do it. Obviously you need obsidian and diamond for the and a book, I think, for the enchanting table. And that's how we enchanted most of our gear, at least with the base level enchantments. You'll notice that I've got every piece of gear is enchanted with everything practically. But I'll get to that in a moment. But the basic enchantments came from the enchanting table. What did we do after the piglin farm?
After the piglin
The villager
farm?
trading hall.
Yes. Should we go by portal or use our tridents?
Well, let's do both. Let's trident over there, and then we'll come back and go through the portal.
Alright. And we can do the nether thing. Whoa.
So over here, I've got a little building, and this is the entrance to my villager trading hall.
Man, there's
and really
there's
this is just
Enderman down here.
yeah, really this is just like a place here where you can come up and be safe, because the trading hall is way down there. And I'll tell you why momentarily, but for now, let's jump. Here it is. It looks unfinished. Like there's plenty of extra space for villagers, but in all honesty,
Future villagers.
I have everything I need. So there's no reason to make more. But I could if I wanted to. You can hear there's a zombie dying in the background. There's actually a zombie spawner directly below these composters. So there's a water block there for the farm, and then below that is the zombie spawner. And for that, I have a simple collection room. Basically, let's see, it's 9 by 9. Yeah, 9 by 9 room centered on the spawner with water all around to push the zombies to the middle, and then magma blocks in the middle that kill the zombies. And that's actually accessed down this way. And I've been meaning to get down here and clean out the rotten flesh, but here's the magma blocks I was talking about. And you can't really see, but on the other side of this, there's hopper minecart that's collecting the drops. Don't really need them, but you know, I can sell the rotten flesh to the clerics upstairs. So it's good to have. But why set up a villager trading hall right next to a zombie spawner? Is that on purpose? Is that necessary? No, it's not necessary, but it makes the whole trading hall just way overpowered. And the reason is, anytime a zombie villager spawns from the zombie spawner, which happens every once in a while. I don't know what the exact rate is, but it happens. But when it does happen, all the villagers in the area, and I think it's a 14 block radius from the spawner, all those villagers get a discount on their sales. A permanent discount. A permanent discount that doesn't go away. And it's a small discount, but it stacks. Every time a zombie villager spawns, they get another discount, and another, until finally everything you can buy is 1 emerald. As far as selling, not quite. But all of these enchanted books, like this efficiency 5, 1 emerald. And I've got all these signs up here saying what enchantments they sell, but it's all for 1 emerald. Whatever I could possibly want. So that's great for enchantments, but it's also great for gear. Like diamond boots, diamond chestplate, diamond shoes. I already said that. Diamond hat, helmet, leggings, swords, axe, pickaxe, shovel, whatever you want. It's all here for 1 emerald apiece. It takes time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes a long time for all the trades to go down to 1, but also to build up the emeralds. And usually I have a lot more emeralds in here. Did you take some?
Yeah, I took some so I can get more golden carrots. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'll take some golden carrots too.
I only have 12.
So, that's alright. It takes up a long time to build up, first of all, the villagers, because you're basically you got to get 2 villagers down here, first of all. I didn't. I just grabbed 2 zombie villagers that spawned in the spawner and converted them and brought them up. If you don't know, you can splash a zombie villager with a potion of weakness and then feed them a golden apple, and they will be cured and turn into regular villagers. So, I mean, instead of finding villagers somewhere out there and bringing them down here. That's what I did. I cured some zombie villagers. But then, you know, you gotta get a way to feed them. So I set up this crop farm. The farmer will distribute food to the rest of the villagers. Basically, these 2 farmers are my breeders. So whenever I need some more villagers, I put down another bed. They feed each other and breed, and yeah, my farm. So it took a long time breeding up all these villagers to get the trade that you want, especially with these enchanted books, the librarians. You basically have to put down the workstation, they turn into a librarian. You check what trade they have. If you don't like it, just break the workstation and put it down again, and they'll re-roll the trades. You do that until you find one you like.
That's what this thing over here. That's what this thing over here is.
Yeah, good call. So I'd put the workstation there. They become a librarian, check what they have, flip it. If I didn't like it, they reset, and so on. If they have one you like, that's when you trade with them. And when you trade with them, their trades are locked in forever. So that's the process. And if you need emeralds, easy. You buy a bookshelf for 1 emerald from this guy. I'll buy a whole bunch. I can get up to 12 at a time, but I've got a couple guys that sell bookshelves. Let me go to the next one. There we go. Now I have 24 bookshelves. Then you can put them down. Just putting them in random spots. Okay, then break them with your axe. Hope I don't kill one of these villagers that are walking around. I can just see myself swinging the axe and he walking right in front of it. Be careful, young ones.
And the golems will be mad at you.
So as you can see from the 24 bookshelves, I got 71. That makes sense? Yeah, makes sense. 71 books. And each of these guys buys books, 1 for 1 emerald. And if you have enough of these guys, you can just keep going like this. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. It's basically an emerald farm. Might as well finish all the books that I have. There we go. So I turned, what, 24 emeralds into 77 emeralds. So, there you go. This took the most time. This is the longest I spent on a farm, and it's still not even done. But it's well worth the investment. Any enchantment you want, you can buy. I got, you know, you get XP for trading. You can repair tools and armor and gear if you have mending. Ender pearls, those are important for finding the stronghold, which will take you to. Beds for breeding more. I mean, there's a reason for every villager that's here. And yeah, it's super useful. So I guess that's it. Again, let me know if you have any questions in the chat, and if not, we'll just move on. Let's go back through the portal.
Yeah. You want to do the whole Nether stuff while we're there?
Yep, that's a good idea. All right. So this is the portal for the zombie villager, not the villager trading hall. It's an extension of our, we go this way. This is our hub. This is our Nether Hub. And that's a random sheep. Hello, sheep.
And why is there a sheep here?
Don't know, but he's cool. He's bashful. Cool. Anyway. This is our hub. And we have a few paths going out to different things. Stronghold End Dimension. We'll show you that in a moment. Ancient City. That one's cool. And a Piglin Bastion. And that's our village.
Which was fun to do.
Yeah. And then another fortress. Chronologically, what did we do after the trading hall set up? The Nether Fortress. That's what I thought.
We start. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Nether Fortress. Because we wanted to get blaze rods to make Eyes of Ender to find the stronghold.
Then that would introduce us to the strongholds.
Yeah. So every Minecraft game has a Nether fortress, and I'm not going to bore you with showing off the Nether fortress. If you've never played Minecraft before, which is the only reason why you wouldn't know what a Nether fortress is, then I encourage you to play, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Just find a Nether fortress. But that's the path to it. And I didn't do anything in the Nether fortress except kill a bunch of blazes for blaze rods, and wither skeletons for wither skeleton skulls. So we won't go that way because it's kind of a long journey. But where we did go is to the stronghold.
The end dimension.
Yeah, and that's this path here. But again, it's a stronghold. If you play Minecraft, you've seen the stronghold. That was a couple episodes finding the stronghold and getting lost in the stronghold, not being able to find the portal room. That's like the problem I always have. And then going to the end dimension and fighting the Ender Dragon. So again, if you don't know what any of that is, I'm not going to tell you that much more or show you because I'll spoil it for you, and that's no fun.
All right. I would say the newest one is the Ancient City, which that's a new update.
I will show you.
So should we show it?
Yeah, I will show part of the Ancient City. I'm not going to be... Yeah.
Like going through the whole thing like a madman.
Right. It's worth seeing. It's part of the newest Minecraft update, and I'll give you a teaser.
Besides Caves and Cliffs.
Well, Caves and Cliffs is older. Is it? No, that was
older.
1.19, and then in 1.20 was the Wild update. By the way, this is the Piglin Bastion. It's one of the magma cube spawner bastions. I don't know if that's the right name for it.
And those big guys with axe, those big guys with golden axes, I forgot what they're called.
Yeah, every Piglin Bastion has those. They're called Piglin Brutes.
Thank you.
Scary.
Scary.
So whenever I make a Nether Hub, this is basically what it looks like. There's one central area. I like it down at the lava lake level, because there's usually a lot of land to work with to mine through in order to get to different places in the Nether Hub. Basically, every one of these portals leads to a specific location in the overworld that's usually far away. And for every 8 blocks you would have to travel in the overworld, it's only 1 block in the Nether. So this makes transportation a lot more convenient. The Nether Hub is super important in any Minecraft world, but it doesn't have to be anything complex. For example, this ancient city is, what is that? 1500... I'm trying to do Pythagorean theorem in my head, and it's not going to work. But it's about 1500 blocks away from our home. I don't want to walk or fly that every time, so the Nether Hub is great.
Helps.
Yeah. Actually, flying wouldn't be so bad, but you don't usually have Elytra until much later on. So this is a sneak peek of the ancient city. It's much bigger than what you see. But if you come here, be careful. And I'd suggest bring some wool blocks and try not to make any noise.
And have Swift Snake on your pants.
Try not to make much noise. And I won't tell you any more than that. Good luck. All right. And you'll find these under the new huge mountains, the snow-capped mountains. If you dig down far enough, you'll eventually find one.
Or any mountain that seems really big to you.
Yep. All right. So we did the ancient city. We did the phantom farming episode, which basically is no farm. It's just staying up multiple days.
Standing outside.
Yeah.
Us standing outside waiting for a phantom to attack us.
Yep. And you have to stay awake 3 nights consecutively. And then the 4th night, you'll get phantoms spawning. And that's what we did. We just ran around in the dark shooting at phantoms. Check that episode out. It's hilarious. We each had some close calls and epic fight scenes. That was number 15.
Oh, I think my favorite episode out of all of this was the Wither one. That was fun.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we already showed where that wither fight took place. If you want to catch the whole thing, check out episode 21.
Wait, that was... Uh-oh.
Yeah, just keep running. I knew that there were some piglins over there, but... Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
You decided to fight? Look at you.
Yeah. Well, I got a crossbow.
You're a fighter.
I'm a fighter. Ah.
So, while we're in the Nether, let's check out... well, we have this farm that I didn't show yet. This is a... I wish I brought some gold. Do you have any gold?
No.
Wait, do I have any in my ender chest? Let me just check.
I had some at one point.
Oh yeah, I have some gold. Perfect. So this is...
Grab it.
I don't want that.
That's your prize.
Fine. Alright. This is a Piglin Trading farm. And you may know that piglins, you can offer gold and they will trade you. Let's see if it does it through the block here. And he takes a look at it and then says, I like it. You can have this in return. And he gave me blackstone. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Piglin. If you've ever...
Thank you so much.
If you've ever done trades before with piglins, it's slow. And it doesn't give you a whole lot very fast. So I have this kind of glitched in such a way that it works a lot faster. So allow me to demonstrate. I'm going to... Yeah, you turn that on. And what this does is move this gold nether block. Nether? Gilded netherrack or gold ore? I don't know what it's called. Gold nether ore? I don't know. Doesn't matter. All I know is that piglins hate when you break them, or in this case, move them. It angers them. When they're angry, they don't take the full 8 seconds to assess your trade before they give you, you know, what they're paying you. So with this setup, first of all, I have this block here so they don't constantly shoot me. But if I take this off and drop all this gold, they trade it instantly. There's no delay. Which is crazy.
At all.
Alright, you can turn off that. You can turn off that machine. So as you can
actually notify them that opening the chest makes them mad.
Yeah, but with this block in front of their heads, they can't see us, so they don't shoot us. So we're perfectly safe. But yeah, we just got all of these, all kinds of stuff. Arrows. I mean, you can get everything from these guys. Ender pearls, bricks. Here's an example. Arrows, strings, fire charge. The most important thing probably is the soul speed enchantment. That's the only way you can get it, I think. Or you might be able to find it in bastions, but
that's why we can run so fast on soul sand.
Yeah. Well, I set that up basically to get lots of soul speed books. That's really what I was after. But yeah, it's a neat little trick, and it's easy to set up. This is a quick little, repeater clock. You know, is that what it's called? Yeah, it's just a little repeater clock. I don't know who came up with this design, but it's been around forever, and it works in Java as well. The glitch that I just took advantage of, it won't work in Java, as far as I understand. There's other ways of setting up farms. You can have a dispenser run on a timer to dispense a gold block or a gold ingot every 8 seconds. And then some collection mechanism, but this is way easier. Some things are harder in Bedrock. This is not one. All right. Also down here in the Nether, we have down here in the... Oh yes, that's right. We put a ladder instead of the scaffolding.
Yeah, because, who? Oh yeah, that's right, Michelle broke it.
Somebody blew it up. But down here is our ancient debris mine. I like to mine at around 15 in the nether. This is a lot of land that you can dig through, but basically we make these... How wide is this? 2? 3? Yeah, 3 block wide, 2 block tall tunnels. And let's see, is this one very long?
I don't know.
Can I
Me
fly
and Michelle were
it?
working on it when I took over, and I think I ended up working on the middle.
Well,
I don't think
anyway,
that's gonna work.
I'll just stop right here because basically we just dig this tunnel out, and then every 9 blocks we poke a hole and put a bed, and then attempt to sleep in the bed. And boom, giant
And then
explosion, and all the blocks blow up
we go mining around.
except for the ancient debris. That's how it works. And that's why all of our gear, well, most of our gear, we didn't get all of it turned into netherite.
I just need my tools. That's it.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, diamond tools. Oh my goodness. Jump scare.
Did I give you a jump scare?
Yep.
Listen. We can work something out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want your golden sword.
Can't we all just get along?
Can we all just have, like... Is there more?
Somewhere. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Of course, you can wear gold, some piece of gold armor, and you won't get that problem. But, yeah.
There.
And we just put all, like, the extra netherrack and stuff that we collected in these chests. And in the small one is where we put the ancient debris. But, of course, we use it all to upgrade our armor. If you don't know, ancient debris is super rare. You have to smelt it in a furnace or a blast furnace to make netherite scrap, and then 4 netherite scrap plus 4 gold ingots makes 1 netherite ingot. So, super expensive, super rare. Somehow, we found enough to get us all netherite armor and some of our tools. So that's... what?
I only have my pickaxe.
That's probably 20 netherite ingots that we've come up with in this world, which is pretty good. I think that's right. But, you know, we had planned to keep going, but we didn't. And that's okay. It's good enough. What else do we have to show? Oh, we can't forget the big one.
Yeah, let's go show that.
A big one.
The big room.
The big one. Right up there. High in the sky. So, let's,
Should we go up by the bubble column?
yeah. This is a bridge that Katie made out to it. Also, it was designed so that you could, use a boat. You can fly a boat right in there. It's kind of like a little boathouse, and it leads up to the farm. But basically, we had defeated the Ender Dragon, we had visited the End Islands, and we had found Elytra for all 3 of us. Also, definitely check out the End Island exploring episode. You'll find out what happens if you fly into the void. Yep.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Sir right here.
That was a frustrating trip. I lost everything.
Definitely.
But now that we have Elytra, we needed some way of flying around, because these tridents are nice if it's raining, but it's often not raining, like now. So I built this, and this is a creeper farm. So basically, you could boat over here into this little boathouse, park your boat, and then go up the bubble column. Or you could just fly to it, if you have an abundance of rockets like we now do.
Thanks to this farm.
And that's how it works. You just kind of sit here, flip on this Trident Killer. It's basically the same Trident Killer design as the Piglin farm. And you just wait for them to spawn in there, as one just did. And he dies, and you get the gunpowder. Of course, if you have your looting 3 sword in hand, it will drop more gunpowder. Basically, I used spawning platforms. I have 6 spawning platforms, each 3 blocks away from each other, vertically. And I have buttons and trapdoors positioned such that only creepers can spawn in there. So that's conceptually how it works. I won't go into detail. You can check out the episode where I built it. This is a combination. I don't know. I can't attribute the idea to any one person. Creepers will spawn in a space that's vertically less than 2 blocks because they're shorter than zombies and witches and skeletons and everything else. So putting a trapdoor above their head means nothing but a creeper can spawn there. It's not really an idea I can credit to anyone. Short? Yeah, they're short. They're shorter than all those other mobs. I won't say this is a super fast farm, but it's fast enough. I mean, in the time we've been here, we got, what, 9 gunpowder. This isn't meant to, like, sit here and grab stacks of gunpowder at once. It's meant to turn it on, stand here, and just AFK for a few hours. Which I did. And I ended up with probably half of this chest filled with gunpowder, which is enough to make 3 single chests worth of rockets. So, yeah, we got all we needed. And that's about it for that. This one took a while because these spawning platforms, as you'll see in the episode, they just took forever to make, and it was very repetitive and boring. But I tried to, pretty it up a little bit with a combination of stone, brick, and stone. I did end up using some, what is that? Deep slate, polished deep slate, mixed in there. And yeah, not a bad farm. All right, I'm going down the hole. You can go down the drop chute, or, I mean, it's all water down there. You can just jump. Yeah, I'm going to jump. Whee! Imagine if I hit the little bridge and died. That'd be a great world tour episode.
Yeah. And I just shot out of the water like a mad.
Yep. So that's what we worked on, and then the last thing that we did in this world, I should say, we did find there's some I guess you could say points of interest across the Minecraft world, and we found one of each of them. We found multiple pillager outposts. We found, we didn't do anything with them. In fact, one of them, we found a few allays, which are new mobs in the, I think it's in 1.20 that they're new. And
AKA RIP them?
Yeah, I tried to bring them back here to use in some sort of item collection, setup, but they died. When I say they died, I mean Michelle killed them during a raid. And Michelle, if you're watching, which I believe you are, shame on you. But also, that was a fun episode.
Shame on you. Why? Because you killed the allies. Or killed it.
Yeah. Basically, it's somewhere this way, the outpost, and I spent forever bringing the allays back because you can't fly, or else you'll lose them. So I was walking, basically, thousands of blocks with these allays. And then, because I was at a pillager outpost and killed the pillager captain, I had bad omen, and this constitutes a village. And so being around here triggered a raid, hence the title of the episode, accidental raid. Good times. Good times. We also found an ocean monument. I think I mentioned that. That's in this direction across the sea over there. We cleared it out and, you know, beat the guardians. But, you know, we didn't do anything with the farm. I intended to make a guardian farm, but we never quite got there. And then we also found a woodland mansion, which was the most recent, or one of the most recent episodes. Where
That was fun.
Yeah. We flew out to it, and then someone died, as someone always does. And then yeah, I made a tunnel in the Nether out to that position. Took forever.
But you did?
That we finally got there, and we helped clear out the mansion, and that was fun. We made this beacon with all of our extra iron, and with our wither fight. And we got the... Is it a nether star? No, what is it called? I don't know. Nether star? I don't know. Something like that. After fighting the wither, you get that star, and you can make this beacon, and we don't really use it that much. We did have jump boosts at one point. It's just I hate the little potion particles following me around everywhere, so I turned it off. Little netherrack farm. Let's talk about crops. We've got pumpkin and melon here. We've got carrots, beetroot, potatoes, alternating rows so they grow faster. You know, once you get to a certain level in your world, like where we are now, you don't need any of these things.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, because like, what do you need? You need food? Nope, you got golden carrots at the trading hall. You need, I don't know, what? Bread? No. This is, what do you need from here? Nothing.
Potatoes? Not really.
No.
I mean, they're cool to have around. I mean, baked potatoes.
Yeah.
They're good, but...
So, you can, it's not hard to get to a point in survival where everything you could possibly need, you can get easily. Or you're passively collecting it. So, to that effect, let's take a look at these farms over here. I mean, obviously we've got this horse, which we never use because we can fly.
Oh, yeah.
We've got these cows.
Warning, never fall into the berries. They're dangerous.
Yes, we got this decorative sweet berry patch, which if you're like me and I'm constantly running around not looking where I'm going, you fall in there and you get stuck. So
the stuff that I just said is coming from a professional at falling into the berries the first time they were planted there.
Yeah.
So
we've all spent lots of time in the sweet berry patch. All right, let's take a quick nap and then we'll do the farms.
Just wanted to be in the sweet berries.
So,
it's my horsey.
We've got our gunpowder supply up there, and the other thing you need for rockets is paper. And sugar farms.
How do we get that?
Yeah, sugar farms can be slow in both Bedrock and Java. If you're doing it passively. And I thought about making one of those, but no, this one is better. It's one crop, but it's a redstone clock that fires this dispenser, which bone meals it. Now, I don't think you can bone meal sugar in Java. So Java players, this won't work for you. But Bedrock players, you're in luck. You flip on the switch and the clock goes, fires the dispenser to bone meal, and fires the pistons to harvest. They go into these hoppers. I've got 2 hoppers feeding into this chest because that's how much sugar it makes. You make more than 1 hopper can handle. And as you can see, look at the sugar just go. It's crazy. So I wanted to make this for our rockets, but it runs off of bone meal. And if you don't have a supply of bone meal, this is no good. because you're not gonna get enough bone meal unless you have some sort of farm. Which is why I built this first. Now this is the only other, besides the Piglin thing, the trading farm, this is the only other like glitchy farm. Most of my farms take advantage of game mechanics in a straightforward way. Even that farm, I mean, that's exploiting game mechanics that are intended to be in the game. This is different. This is basically zero tick design. And basically it forces the kelp blocks to grow and harvests them without bone meal or anything like that. It just forces block updates by shifting the sand. It's planted on sand, but there's a row of sand underneath on sticky pistons that moves back and forth with this clock. So I'll demonstrate. And as you can see, it's forcing this kelp to grow and harvesting at the same time. It's glitchy. This kelp does not grow that fast. I don't think you can see from the side here. Oh yeah, you can. So these pistons are firing and moving the sand back and forth, which is forcing the sand above, which is where the kelp is planted, to update faster. Causing the kelp to grow and be harvested instantly. Do I want a lot of kelp? No, not really. Although it is helpful as a fuel source if you cook it down. But the beauty of this farm is siphoning the kelp into these composters, which turns into bone meal. Once it's full, it gets pulled out by the hoppers underneath, and, well, you know, unlimited supply of bone meal. Which is what we use for our sugar farm. And any other kind of crop farm, if we really wanted to grow crops in mass, you need bone meal to do it. So this is for all your bone meal needs. And you can make this, I did, what is this, 8? Yeah. I did a row of 8 kelp plants, but you can make as little as 4, or as many as probably 10. The only limitation here is that for this to work properly and not break, there we go, turn it off so it's not so loud. The only limitation is that you want to have it all contained in one chunk, or one 16 by 16 block area. So what you want to do ahead of time is map out the chunk that you want to put it in. If you don't know how to find chunk borders, then I would say just YouTube, you know, finding chunk borders in Bedrock. You find some good guides, but the easiest thing to do is just go onto chunkbase.com and plug in your seed, your world seed, and click. You'll see a map of the area that you're in. Just click the general area you want to put it, and it'll tell you the block ends. Like it goes from this, I think this chunk goes from here to over here somewhere. I don't know. As long as it's all contained in one chunk, it won't break. So, I think there's only one thing that we missed in this world.
What's that one thing?
It's this thing, this little building that you have over here with a little decoration above it. What is that thing?
Oh.
What is this? What did we use this for?
What the heck is this? But I don't get it.
Why don't you
How
demonstrate?
about you demonstrate?
Oh, that's funny that you said the same thing. All right, I'll demonstrate. Basically, we've got rockets, we've got elytra, we've got farms, we've got, if the worst happened and I died and fell in the void, I could just buy some more diamond gear and enchant it with all my enchantments. I mean, we've conquered this world, even though we haven't really explored all that much. I mean, we could easily take everything we have and go to a different random section of the world and make all this over again. We've conquered Minecraft survival. So what is there to do?
On hard mode.
Yeah. By the way, it's on hard mode. Not that it doesn't make that much of a difference, but
Not really.
you know, for what it's worth. So when you've conquered Minecraft, this the only thing you can do is challenge your athleticism. So here we go. I'm gonna jump through this portal. I'm gonna jump backwards, fly through the portal, and then fly through that tiny space down there. How big is that space? Ah, I hate when that happens. How big is that space down there? That is 2 blocks wide and 1 block tall. All right. Who thinks I can make it through there first try? No one? Me neither. Well, let's try it. All right, gotta go low, gotta go low. Oh, ouch.
Close.
Am I bleeding?
No.
I smashed my face pretty hard. I'm surprised I'm not bleeding. All right.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
All right, you want to try it, Katie?
No.
What?
Okay, fine.
Right.
I'll try it.
Try it.
Oops.
If it's easier, I'll take out the bricks in the middle and make it a little bit bigger for you.
Okay.
All right. Here, I'll do that.
I'm gonna probably die, but who cares?
You know what? Can't quite reach. There we go. There, I made it a little bit taller. Ooh. Nice
I
try.
collected some of
Nice
these
try.
bricks.
All right.
Where'd you go?
I'm going to try it
right
again. All right, this is my last try. Oh, man. If I can only just make it on top of the portal. So if I don't make it, then I forever fail Minecraft. So, stakes are high. Whew. All right. I am one with the Elytra. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I'm coming in fast, coming in fast. Oh my god. All right. I gotta just drown. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I failed you. All right, one more time. One more time. This time I promise I'll get it. I promise.
Okay.
I mean, not much confidence when I can't even make it on top of the portal. All right. I got it this time. I got it. All right, here we go. Woo!
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that
And
one. I think I did clip my head on the inside of it when I went through.
you did.
Oh well, it counts.
There was another
Yay!
trick that we did.
What's that?
Remember where we had to fly up through the portal and then go through the farm area over there? That's the one that I made and you didn't look.
Ooh, yeah. All right. I'll try that one.
All right, let me get a good view over there. Okay. I got front row seating right here.
All right. So you're supposed to jump down there and then fly through this little space.
On the farm. I made it and he wasn't looking. He's like, "Wait, you made it?" I'm like, "No."
I don't remember how I did this. All right. Geronimo.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought I was okay. One more time.
Huh?
Guys, I can't even get up on the portal. This is bad.
What are you doing? Just flopping around.
I shouldn't be flying. How do I still have my license? Okay.
Don't know.
Here we go. We got this. We got this. Oh! It's hard. It makes me like... It always makes me think I'm way too low, but I'm not. Here, I'll do it this way.
Come on, try.
Whee!
No. We...
Alright, go ahead. Try it.
There.
Actually, let's go to bed real quick.
Okay. I can hear the dog.
All right, go ahead, and you can try it, and then we'll sign off and say goodbye to this Minecraft survival world. This is a good place to watch from.
I can't get up that.
I know it's
I can't
difficult.
get up there.
We should have made an easy to get to like pedestal or something to start from, but we didn't.
Okay. What? If I can even get up there. Okay, trying again one more time, and then I'm gonna just like, all right, yeah, here's good.
All right, take it away.
Hold on. And are you okay?
I'm watching you.
She's next to me, like laughing. It's weird.
Okay, show us what you got.
Okay. All right. Da, da, da.
Ooh,
Ah. I hit the watermelon.
that was close. One more go.
Picked up a melon seed.
Gonna take one more stab at it.
Yeah, I'll take one more stab.
Yeah, what's going on?
She's showing me some funny things. Ow. I got up there.
Nice. That's harder up there.
Yeah, it is harder up there. Up here.
All right, I'm ready.
Alright. If I die, will you collect my stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Just wait a few more seconds by heart. Okay.
Oh.
Apparently I died because
Yeah.
my totem.
At least you had a totem, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, I'll say it's a goodbye, but not forever. You know, we might come back to this and continue to build on it. Maybe even at the next update, or you know, maybe we decide.
Yeah,
that we
maybe
wanna...
the next update we can just like come here and do whatever the next update is.
Yeah, maybe we decide we want to build out, you know, a guardian farm or a raid farm or all kinds of things we could do. But at least for now, it is.
Oh, did you show them this?
Yep, that's the dragon head and the dragon egg from when we defeated the Ender Dragon. Our most excited moment. That needs to be updated because we've had more exciting moments since. But anyway.
One of our more exciting moments.
Yep. All right. So, anyone you want to shout out to, Katie?
Might as well shout out to Green Swirly.
Yeah, Green Swirly. Thanks for hanging out with us and checking out our world.
Few people were chatting.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right. So, again, we might be back. In the comments, let us know what you thought of the series. What you might want to see next if we do come back to Minecraft. Or what other games you want to watch us play. We've recently done some Minecraft dungeons, but we can do all kinds of games. I do some streams with Call of Duty sometimes, or there's a whole series of Jedi Fallen Order that I did recently. Check out the channel, SOS Lead GTR on YouTube, and you know, drop a like, drop a comment, tell us what you think, and thanks for watching. All right.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.